Good evening and welcome to yet another episode of Sip and Chat. My name is Fanta Ceesay and this is the Sip and Chat. Right before I get into my guest, I just want to say a big shout out to Kololi Sands Apartments. This is where they give us this space to shoot, and it is a beautiful space. As you can see right behind me, hopefully my director will show you a little bit. But Kololi Sands is a beautiful complex, for apartments for rents, for like 1 night, 1 week, 10 days, however long you want. It is affordable, it is a beautiful place, and it is super quiet. But done with advertising. Now, for my guest today, I have the beautiful, the one and only, intelligent mother, wife, my friend, my sister, actress, internationally awarded actress, Kumba Sarkis.
You put the Sarkis there.
Welcome, babes. How's it going?
I'm good. What's up?
I'm good. After people are like, hi, Monkey Gambia.
I know. I
fake
and
you being a better. But anyway,
But
Kumba, it's been so long.
I know.
It has been. How have you been?
4 years.
4 years since you were last year.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Well, it's good sometimes. It's good to stay away for a bit.
My name is Anala Torop Tututi.
Every day I has manak.
Wow, don't say Alabella Fanan. Every day. Kanganyo Yagang Torop. But what brings you to Gambia?
This time around is a bittersweet visit. It's my dad, was my dad's 1 year memorial charity.
Okay.
Obviously last year I couldn't be here because of the
Corona pandemic and restrictions,
and everything. So this year we decided to come out and do a super huge memorial for him.
Definitely.
So it was a success. Obviously we had you as a host.
Yeah. Only Kumba will make me host a memorial charity.
Of course.
But
of course.
it is friends. Go on.
But yeah, it was really good. We launched his foundation as well, the George Gomez Foundation, and it work pretty much started the following day, which was yesterday. So yeah, today I had an off day, so
here you are.
Here I am.
Oh,
Sip and chat.
Sip and chat.
Sip and chat.
For those
of
of you, that's what I'm saying. Okay, you know what? Let's sip.
Cheers. I gotta sip. I chatted, so now I have to sip.
For those of you who do not know, Kumba's dad was the late George F. Gomez, who was the vice chairman of GNOC, and who was a sports vet in this country for years and years, also in the beauty industry. He gave me my first opportunity for my first international pageant, which was the ECOWAS Peace Pageant. So he knew the businesses, the sports, the entertainment. He knew.
Like for real.
Yeah, he definitely knew. And that was her dad, and God rest his soul. But just to come to the gist of everything, for those who do not know Kumba, I just want Kumba. I can tell people Kumba is an actress. Kumba hosts events. Kumba does this, but who is Kumba Gomez?
This is so weird because I'm usually the one
asking
questions.
people who's this. Yep.
So now it's like, it's so weird. All right, I'm an actress. I'm a radio host. I'm a presenter. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. I'm a graduate. I'm a CEO. And
yeah,
I'm a Christian. I'm a child of God.
Okay.
Period.
How do you manage? Because you said I'm a lot. You really are. First of all, being a wife is a whole job.
On its own.
On its own. Being a mother is forget.
On its own.
On its own. And then you're a radio host. You have a radio talk show. Yes. How do you do your radio host? You do acting, you present, you host events. You have a business called One Wish, which I'm proudly the face of.
Being honest, it's like I take each day as it
comes. Okay.
So, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
It can only be God.
It can only be God.
Literally, like I have to prioritize.
Okay.
I think that's the best way I can describe how I manage and balance things. Let's say in a day I have a wedding to host and I have a radio show and I have something to do with One Wish or whatever, and I have to see which of those ones more money is coming from. Or more.
Yes.
This is very hard to do this, you know. So it's like you pick what makes sense for you at the time.
Yeah.
And I just prioritize what makes sense for me at that particular time. And then just roll with that. But I mean, we're women. We can multitask.
We definitely can. We definitely can.
We get things done. We get things done.
And how does that fit with being a full-time mom?
I mean, sometimes I take him to shoots. Sometimes I take him to the shows.
Okay.
I have a very, very media-like type of child. He's very much into, I want to film, I want to hold the camera, I want to do this, I want to do this. But he's very patient.
Okay.
And I thank God for him because he's very, very patient. I mean, I'd started leaving him when he was 3 months. I remember going on set, I'm literally pumping whilst they're doing other scenes. I'm pumping, give me a minute, pumping, put it in the freezer, get back into and then filming, rolling again. You just have to make it work. But again, I have my mom, my sister, of course my husband. He's literally my husband, he's my boyfriend. Now everyone's gonna know who boyfriend is.
Yep.
I never wanted to, but
I mean,
it's out now.
I will ask all the questions, guys. Don't worry. Go on.
I have a very good support system that really, if I need to do stuff, okay, yeah, kid. Wow, okay, I'm bringing Isaiah. Okay, that's fine. So my support system is really good. Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 5. He's going to be 6 next month.
That's true, actually October.
He's going to be 6 next month.
His name is Isaiah.
Yes, he is.
But how is acting right now? I mean, obviously, you've been in it for how long? How long have you been in acting for? And Kumba was in Aja. Not Aja, Nakala, the Nakala Gambian Senegalese show.
Yeah.
How is that? Where is Nakala right now?
They're replaying season 1 again.
Okay.
Last time I spoke to the director, Cisco, we are going to Senegal next year.
Okay.
To film season 2.
Okay.
And there's a huge surprise guest.
Okay.
That's actually about to be in the Gambia very soon for a show. That's a hint.
It's a big hit.
That's a big hit.
Okay.
In December.
Is it Wally?
Okay. He's gonna be in season 2, so I'm really excited about that. I'm actually, I think he's playing my husband or my boyfriend.
After all the madness you've caused him.
After all the madness, this one is even madder.
In this season.
So, like for real, I literally went to Senegal for a day, transit. And I stayed over Novotel Hotel, and one of the staff there, her name is Awa. She literally like she really took it like
you're joking.
I'm like, first of all, Kumba Mota Haufi, right? Aja is on screen.
Yep.
It's 2 different people. So it's like they take it so personally.
Yeah.
And
but you do your job so well.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the
so
thing. You do. I remember when Aja came out, and my sister called me and was like, "Diga, kuma bobu saharit la." I said, "Well, okay. When I could la si show me."
Like people take it
and I was like, yeah, she's really good at what she does.
Like it's crazy. And that, believe it or not, that's the first time I'm doing a role
like that.
Because normally I'm a victim.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting raped, I'm getting kidnapped, something.
Yeah.
But this was, I was like, I need to challenge it. I need to.
And you killed it.
It was, thank you. It was a good experience. So the season 2, Aja's even worse than what she was in the season 1.
Guys, dig again. Cisco para just
like
Parayasland, like because Nakala 2 is on its way.
It literally is on its way. I've got the script already.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited for you as well. I'm really excited. Okay. So outside of Nakala, I mean, because I feel like that is that was the first time you really branched off to do something with Gambia.
Yeah.
You know, it was the first time.
And
And first of all, you've been in the acting industry for how long?
over 10
years
yeah.
now. You started very young,
Very young.
thanks to your dad.
Yes. Yes.
You started very young, and in all those years, you never did anything Gambian. It was always the UK, Nigeria. How do you compare those? I know that there isn't really comparison, but some of I'm sure there are differences there, or some things you pick on. Oh, okay, this is better. This is good. I like this
Yeah.
here. How is that? The Nigerian movie industry, UK movie industry, and Gambia that's picking up now.
In the UK, the problem is the sponsorship because
Okay.
it's a white man country.
It is.
So for them to invest in an African production, they're a bit skeptical. English is no. So sometimes it's like, do I really want to? Do I not? So most of the time, it's low budget.
Yeah.
The finance is coming from the producer's pocket, so it's like, okay, payment. You know, that's where most time that's where the problem used to be. I mean, the first 6-7 years, I was doing everything for free.
Right. That's crazy.
Like literally for 6-7 years. That's even 10. I would say it's 2-3 years ago
That you
I
started really making
money from it. That I can see that I'm making money from it. So
do you hear that, guys?
yeah,
Nothing
it's not-
comes overnight.
It's literally, so when people come to me and say, hey, I'm gonna act, I want to do this, you know, Yangi always nice and stuff. I'm like, yo,
You don't know.
you know? And because most time people see you on the red carpet, or they see you have a show,
Yeah.
or they see you glammed up.
They don't see the behind the scenes. That's true.
Which is where the problem is. Like, if you see, you're all the time you get FaceTime, so I get small
Wallahi.
like this is real life.
Like one house girl.
Literally, like it's real life. But obviously, when you're stepping out
To
In
the
a
public, and
mindset
in a
that,
mindset
you know-
of I have to look my best.
Yeah, because people are going to be
exactly
you know,
looking at you, kimoiki,
but,
you know. And unfortunately, if you're in the spotlight like that, you do have to always try to be your best every
Yes.
time.
all the time. And
Yeah.
sometimes, if money is not coming in, it can be expensive because it's
It's coming from your pocket.
For you to look the way you're supposed to look.
Yeah.
You know, whereas in Nigeria, I mean, I had the privilege to go and film in Nigeria, which was, it's crazy.
And it's different.
It's crazy, it's different, it's exciting. Because obviously Nollywood is Nigeria.
Yep.
So they have everything to a T. Every location you're going to, you have 2-3 generators
Facts.
on standby. You have runners on standby. You have makeup artists. You have costumiers. You have everything on standby. Whereas in England, you probably have one. You're bringing your own costume.
Oh wow.
Let's get that out there first and foremost. You're bringing your own costume. You're making your own way there. We probably have one DOP.
Wow.
We don't have continuity, so you literally have to
remember
where
you stopped.
where you stopped,
Whoa.
what your hair looked like, especially if you're filming today and then the continuity tomorrow or in 2 weeks. You now have to the pictures. You now have to take the pictures because the director's doing so much.
He cannot remember
He
that.
cannot remember
no.
all that, and because
No.
we don't have a continuity
Continuity. Yeah.
to do that, it's like, so you can. The difference is like night and day. You can. It's like I'm like.
I mean, I think you also see it in the finished product.
Yes.
When you look at, especially now, you have Nigerian movies on Netflix and everything, and then you look at the costumes, you look at the houses, and you look at the stuff they do, and it's like, whoa. I mean,
it's there. I mean, it's there.
Kanila. Kanila fa aga.
Don't worry, I have something planned.
Okay.
So,
On that, hold that thought. We'll come back to that. On that note, we'll go for a short break. We have to make the coins when we come back. More with Kumba. Welcome back to Sip and Chat after that commercial break. And I'm here with Kumba Gomez, the actress, the business owner, the show host, and a lot more. You know, we were talking about the different industries that we have, that you're in, the UK, being in the UK, living there, and, you know, shooting movies with Nigerians and for Nigerians. And now that, you know, you've started shooting movies with Gambians, the differences in different markets. And obviously you've touched on Nigeria and the UK.
Yeah.
And Gambia. What was your experience like with Nakala?
Nakala was shot in England.
Okay.
So some of the actresses we've had encounters
Okay.
on other sets. So I kind of knew who I was working with. So I kind of knew how they work, etc. It was, I mean, because the story also was based on mainly 3 of us.
Yeah.
And Bella, who's a well-known theater actress, and Vivi, who was coming up at the time in Nollywood. So it was like, I've seen Vivi on set a few times. So it was quite easy filming Nakala, to be honest, and because the locations as well, it was very location friendly in terms of we weren't using too many.
Logistics was easier.
Yeah, so that was that. There's a particular project that we've done that is not out yet that I don't want to mention.
Yeah.
Because I know once this goes out, because Danny posted.
I saw that.
Yes, and I didn't want to comment, but I was tagged to comment. And then I'm having so many inboxes because of that. Because he even asked their pictures that he wanted to show, and then said waiting for me to give him the red light.
Go ahead.
And then
I
specifically put red light, red light, red light. So you green lighted yourself.
Yeah.
So because how I work, you know how I work. When I'm working on stuff, nothing goes out
until you're ready.
Until I'm ready for it to
I know,
go out.
and it doesn't matter how long it takes.
And it doesn't matter. Like, this project has been 4 years.
It has.
Literally, that was the last
time you were here.
So, and there's a reason that is taking that long. So, but on that project, I now knew how it was really working in Gambia. I was very picky, obviously, you could tell, with the leading cast because I had limited time.
True.
So I couldn't waste my time
trying to teach someone to do something.
How to do things that I already have people that can do it.
Yeah.
So you guys weren't a problem, but even one of the lead roles was new.
I know.
And my goodness. My goodness. It was, but you know what? I liked that challenge.
Yeah.
I liked having that challenge. I mean, it is time consuming.
It is.
But I appreciate the efforts that were put into the project. I mean, looking at the final piece now, I've watched it so many times, and it's really, really good.
It is.
I'm really
She's
happy.
telling me, and I'm not seeing it too.
She has not seen it.
She's
seen
bits and pieces. Pieces of the first
cut trailer.
Yeah.
The second cut is even
better
than the first cut. The project itself is really good. I mean, the locations,
the cars. There was a rate. You know what? You cannot go down on memory lane because we'll be here the whole day.
Literally, the clothes.
Yeah. It was really good.
It was really, really, like, when you guys see it, it's really, really good. And so we haven't finished that. It's a series. We haven't finished it. So what I've done, I've cut it. I've just left those 2 out. So we're going to premiere that. But I've rewritten a whole new series.
Okay.
Because within that 4 years, a lot has happened. I've learned a lot with, in terms of projects and
Gambia.
you guys as individuals, and Gambia as well. So that's that. But what I also forgot to mention in terms of comparing the industries, I actually worked on an advert with the British immigration.
I remember that. That was really good, and it got a lot of hits.
Yes. And it went all over.
It did.
It was on domestic slavery.
Yeah.
Because at the time, Nigerians were coming a lot to England, and the domestic slavery was a lot at the time. So it was a TV ad that I did, and then the workmanship on that weekend.
Because that's when you really worked with the real London, England,
Like,
acting. Yeah.
I'm saying what I got in those 3 days, what payment-wise, what I got in those
Yeah.
3 days is what I have for like going all the way to Nigeria and filming for 2 weeks.
You're joking.
I'm like, okay,
Okay.
this for 3 days, no problem.
Did I mention she's a comedian? Because
Like, it's they picked me up, dropped me off of location. You know, I had my own, because obviously I'm in. If you watch it, read the signs. No, spot the signs. Spot the signs. It's still on YouTube, by the way, guys. The storyline of it, I was the lead character in that one,
I know.
and it's, I mean, it's so crazy. Like, the respect. Let me tell you something. Okay? Before, it's us black people that are respecting the white man. But on that set, it's them that are respecting me. You understand? It's like the difference was.
Do you see how this woman
crazy.
switches accents?
Like, it was so.
No.
It was so crazy. I'm like, I've never felt so important in my whole life. Like, but it was so different when you compare.
It shows how much they value talent.
Exactly.
It shows how much they value talent. And I think, not to even bash anyone, but I think here, a creative isn't valued as
much as it should be.
Yeah.
Like the arts in here
And maybe now though, you know what? I
No,
think,
it's
I
still
feel
a-
like
still
it's still
not
there's
as much.
obviously there's still
Yeah.
a lot more work that needs to be done. But there are a few organizations that really, when you call out and say this is what this group of creatives are doing,
Yeah.
they really come out full force
Yeah.
and support. And I
Yeah.
appreciate that. And there are a group of people that do that, and I always say this. So Global Properties, so Fraser is one of those people
Yeah.
that's always
Yeah.
like behind the youth, like what are you doing? Creativity, he supports. So and that's not even like advert or plug, it's the real fact.
Yeah, we see. we see it. It's on social
So
media
it is.
when you work. with
Exactly.
people,
So
they
that
post it
for
and
me,
stuff.
I feel like now, obviously, if you were to come back to do anything in Gambia, there are a few bodies that would really come on board.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good.
Well, we're hopeful.
Which is good.
We're
I-
hopeful. I'm doing something, especially with the foundation, my dad's foundation. We do have a youth dramatized group.
Yeah.
That I'm working with, and I remember I said to you on Wednesday or Tuesday that I have a lot in store for them.
Yeah.
Because I can watching them risk this. I mean, I did stage for 5 years, and that was it. I'm a screen actor, not as stage.
Yeah.
I tried stage for 5 years, and it's hard work.
It
And
is.
seeing them
And that's the
do
thing.
it-
That's the thing here, because especially there's no cut.
Yeah.
And let me take it back. There's
Yeah.
no that. This is like memorizing a script.
Yeah.
Project your voice. There's someone sitting far across
the
the
back,
room.
they need
At
to
the
hear
back,
you.
they need to hear
You
you.
need to remember
So
your
you need to
cue.
remember your cue. You need to, stage acting is so tough.
Difficult. It's more difficult.
It's so
than
the
screen.
screen. You're reading the script, putting it down. Munga can memorize, read script. Oh, this is the dialogue, and you don't even have to say verbatim word for word. You have to understand the gist of what it is. So
It's really hard. So I'm like, I found myself going back into the stage
world.
world. I'm like, oh my god, I remember how exhausting this was. I was at the back of the hall. I was like, do it.
Project. Yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness. But you know what? It's exciting. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Marry the Radio. Quickly, just what is your radio show about?
Well, those that know me, like I have FTO, which is
Yeah.
female
Takeover.
We have been it's an all female organization. We're not anti men. We're just pro female. I've had FTO for about 7 years now.
True.
I think. So at first we weren't really sure, where
You didn't find your niche then.
yeah,
You were
we
just
didn't know where we fitted
yeah.
at the time. Even though we were there to support, promote, encourage mostly black female businesses and entrepreneurs, entertainment in general. But mainly focusing on the female, because being in entertainment, we know how hard it is
for women to just
for
break
women
through,
to break
or
through
to be
in
paid
entertainment.
equally.
Yeah, because it's a male-dominated
Dominated
industry.
business, yeah.
So that was the whole point of the FTO. So when I was pregnant, I couldn't do too many running around.
True.
So one of my friends, Jennifer's friend Ruth, who's now a really good friend of mine, had a platform that was called Climax at the time. She's like, well, I've got a slot. You guys can come in and try out and see what you guys want to do, etc. So we went, and it was just, it felt
You
right.
felt home.
And
Felt
then we're
like home.
yeah. So another thing that we're gonna add to FTO is radio. So the radio is mainly focusing on underground artists
I saw that, yeah.
coming up. So we were actually, don't like to blow a trumpet, but one of the first, if not the first, people to have a showcase mainly for underground artists. Because I sit there, we've had Yemi Alade on the show,
Yeah.
we've had LAX on the show, we've had Corrade Bello on the show, we've had so many well-known artists on the show. I'm like, every time these people come to England for
Promo or
press or concert or whatever it is, you never see upcoming artists
No.
like opening the show for them. I don't know why. So I said to Jen, by the way, I'm the brains of FTO, so everything that comes out of FTO, hello. So I said to her, why don't we have a showcase for only targeting underground artists? Because even the one or two people that they have that watch them, let them give them that platform for people to come out and watch them. So we did that. We did one for just females. It went well. We did one for just male. It went really well. Then we thought, you know what? Let's do men versus females. So we did that. It went really well. Before you know it, everyone started taking the idea of doing showcases. We're like, you know what? We're going to leave it because now everyone's doing it. So we left it. So now people are calling us to host
I like that.
the
though.
shows.
I like that.
We're like, that's fine. We can do that. It's not a problem at all. And then that's just, so
How that came about.
That's how
And-
that came about. So the show is mainly for upcoming artists to give them a platform for a place where their songs can be played.
Yeah.
They have the time. Believe it or not, Darko first interview was with FTO.
What?
So it's like, so most of these artists that are coming out now, Double S's first interview was with us. So most of these artists that are becoming big now, their first interview as underground artists was with the FTO.
That's
ladies.
amazing. That's
So-
amazing. You know what would also be? I mean, I know it's like for upcoming artists and everything, but is there have you ever thought of having Gambian artists interviewed, like a live interview, where also they're kind of introduced it to FTO, or crossover type?
I've had Cheryl, who's
Okay.
opened for ST
Okay.
2 years ago, I think. She's Gambian. She's an upcoming artist. I've had Sugar.
Yes.
I've had D Black.
Okay.
So those are the only three that I've had on the FTO show. But this is where Sit With Me now comes into play.
Okay.
Because I was having so many people say, Gambian, see?
Wow.
I'm like, that's fine, but then my listeners are not Gambians. So what I will now do is create another show that's for Gambians, by Gambians, with the audience of Gambians.
Yeah.
And that's where Sit With Me now came into play.
But also having let's say, okay, your listeners are not Gambians, right? Having let's say, you already know music, you've been in the business for so long, but picking people, some Gambian artists to say, you know what, these are Gambians, you might not know, but because at the end of the day, now we have artists that make banging songs.
Of course.
If you play one or two there, I'm telling you, there will be somebody that will like something. And then you bring that artist over, not even bring them physically, but like have them on the platform. Because now artists are doing tours.
Yeah.
They're doing tours. I remember last year, the Jizzles, the STs, they all did a Europe tour.
Yeah.
They didn't come to England, but they did Germany, Italy,
Yeah,
all
yes.
those other
Yeah,
areas.
I saw that.
Exactly. So it's like having, that would be good too on the FTO show.
It is. No, it's
Crossover.
This is what it is, because the Gambians that are coming on here, now we're having their Gambians listening to FTO. And then the Sit With Me Gambians, I still have my people listening to
okay.
Sit With Me. So the audience now are like,
I like mixing.
yeah.
Okay.
Which is because on the FTO show, we speak about Sit With Me. On Sit With Me, we speak about FTO. So we're mixing the two together, but each one is home.
Okay.
But we can still travel here and there, crossover.
Okay. Just Kumba, the woman. You've been married now how long?
5 years.
How has married life treated you?
I mean, can't you see? No, I'm joking. I'm not gonna lie, because you have so many people say, oh yeah, marriage life is hard. Okay, it's really, really hard. I mean, I say this all the time on my shows. It's not a secret. My husband knows that I'm always gonna say how things are on the show. So it's really, really hard. I mean, it's only, I think now, I'm able to really start enjoying my husband, enjoying my marriage. Only
Wow.
because we got married after I had a baby.
Okay.
So it wasn't like a smooth, we had like a honeymoon stage and
Yeah,
then all of
yeah.
that. We came into the marriage with a baby.
With a baby. Okay.
So it's like, okay, we're married, but you know,
we have a
just-
child.
Yeah.
So, and then,
you just
children
need to-
change everything.
They change everything. They take up, your spare time that you have that you would have used to spend with each other and stuff like that. But only now that Isaiah is able to, he's growing and he's able to stay with my mom and stuff like that, we're able to now have
time
us
together.
So that's why now, because the boyfriend thing now is out, that's why we were going back to being
boyfriend and girlfriend. So you were back to
Yes,
dating, like
yes,
courting each other, or
yes.
him courting you rather. Like,
Yes.
oh, I like that.
So that's where we are now. So every time it's like, I literally hide his face, but those that know him know that it's him.
Yeah.
So I have so many inboxes like, your sister say because not us niyak.
Well, what guy like say bitas with it?
Well, I have a boyfriend.
Say I'm bitas with
Suma
that.
say bitas with.
Say I'm bitas with mungi say.
Mangi say
While
like
explain
it's
dal
still-
moy
I've
ne.
explained-
Parce que doma bi mag na legi mungi enjoy jëkkëram proper.
Proper,
Parce que
legi
gars
mag, yes.
dañ am doom doga say.
Wow.
Understand nga?
So yes, so now that's why the whole like my cousins were calling me, yo, don't buy a boyfriend, you need young ma call him.
You find us a say bit of a tuss.
Man, the type of person I am, I don't really care anyway because it's me and you. It's not me and you and them. So
Make a
can
Nigerian
be there.
platform, yeah. God.
Them can be there.
Yeah.
So it's me and you. So it's only now I'm able to enjoy him and us as a married couple without having to think about
a baby's crying,
a
you have
baby's
to check, you have to
crying,
breastfeed, you have to do
breastfeed,
this.
I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, and so on and so forth. So that's where the whole boyfriend and girlfriend concept came about. So
I like that.
yeah, so marriage life is good.
It's good.
My husband is good.
Your
I mean, my
husband.
boyfriend is good. It will soon be my fiance though.
Oh, okay. I
Listen.
like that you guys are graduating.
Yeah, we're graduating. I mean, we've been boyfriend and girlfriend for a year now. So we're graduating next year
to do
to fiance.
When Musumagi say bumenli.
So
why
we're back in the front. That's where we are.
you're taking it okay.
Yeah, we're back in the front.
Benjamin Button of relationships.
Yes, that's what it is.
Get it.
That's what it is.
I mean, love is a beautiful thing, right? And I would just push to ask, how did you meet your husband?
Oh my goodness, where are we?
We're in Senegambia?
Literally in Senegambia.
Really?
Yeah. That's where we met, in Aqua nightclub.
Very
So
well.
all of you guys that say you cannot find girls by inside club, he say lie. He say lie. It was fun. It was actually your birthday. It was actually your birthday.
Here I am just hooking people up without even realizing I'm doing that.
No,
Oh, God.
no, but it was your birthday as well as a premiere after party.
Okay,
It was,
yeah.
I had a premiere that night. It was, what film was it? Battered.
Yeah.
By Fatima Jabi, who's obviously now
The first lady of Sierra Leone.
So we came, the after party was an Aqua nightclub and it was also Fanta's birthday, so we came. But the thing is, we were family friends.
Yes.
But me and him, to be honest, I didn't know him. I knew of him, but I didn't know him. I knew his younger brother. And I saw him at Aqua nightclub. He was like, "You don't do me George Gomez."
First you do like Harry. You like the lady.
I looked at him like,
You're calling my dad like that. Yeah, I know.
I was like, and at that time, I was not entertaining like guys.
At all.
So I'm like, yeah, so. And he was like, man, don't me lose that kiss. I was like, oh, okay, you're right, Maggie.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay, what's my like this like? Then he was like, we're having a Christmas party at my house tomorrow, you wanna come? And I'm like, we were already coming anyway, me and my dad, that's where we were spending Christmas. So we were already coming. He was like, okay, so now like is Ilik. So the next day we went and then, yeah, we just hit it off and then 8 years later we're here.
Married with a
Married
kid.
with a kid that looks
Doing
exactly like him.
Exactly like him. It's actually annoying. I like that. You know what? On this show, I always have a game. And
No,
I
I don't like games.
Well, I like games. Okay, I like games. You get to know your
More than you know me.
Well, the people, my audience, get to know Kumba a little bit more.
Okay,
I know her. See, I know Kumba. I play this game called Never Have I Ever.
Lordy.
My first question is, never have I ever been kicked out of a hotel?
Wait, are we sipping? Are we sipping?
No, I'm asking you. So
Yeah, that's
you're
what I'm
sipping.
saying. All right, okay. I'll sip because I've been kicked out.
Well, Kumba, this is going to need to get a full affair. What is it? I don't know.
No, you know what? We were in uni, I remember. We went away. We were in Travel Lodge, to be precise. After our outing, we came back. We were really loud.
Oh.
We were loud. We were drunk. So, yeah, we got kicked out.
Completely.
So, we tried to find a hotel. And then the next day, the coach came and then took us back to uni.
Never have I ever cheated on a partner.
Damn! Am I allowed to swear? Yeah, it's pointless because, yeah, I could drink because he's not gonna see it.
Never have
It wasn't my husband, by the way. Before it wasn't my husband, by the way. It was the guy before my husband.
You cheated on him?
Yeah, not with my husband, but yeah, before I met my husband. Yeah. He was,
So you've been your dad. You've been the cheat.
it's not like, but you drank.
I drank to support you.
No,
I didn't drink because I.
support.
Yeah, first of all,
Listen,
this never have I ever
Lala,
session is not for me.
I will
It's for Kumba.
start talking. This is your show. I will start talking.
Start
So
saying
people
what?
can know you know. So you drank your drink.
I drank to support you.
You don't,
I'm gonna
please.
drink now because I'm not.
Yeah,
I don't.
drink, don't support me. I don't need support.
I don't cheat.
It wasn't physically, sexually or anything. I think it was more emotional.
Okay.
And
now you know what? Those are the big ones.
Those
Yeah.
those are the worst ones. I was detaching myself
from
the
someone
other.
else,
Yeah.
and you know what? As
So,
girls, I'm just gonna give men
you
free
guys-
game. We do it.
We do listen.
We do it.
Okay.
We really do.
So that's that.
That's that. Never have I ever been in a three-way relationship.
Like a triangle.
Like a triangle, like you know.
Explain.
Come. Sorry. I know that.
She's getting you
because,
can see.
because you know what? I feel like after I say this, the guys will really come after me.
Yeah.
But you know how in Gambia, unfortunately, dinga gis goor bo xamne am na jangha, mi ngi am benen jangha fele. Wala am na jabar mi ngi am jangha fele. That's a three-way relationship.
That's a three-way Yeah, that's a I've been in it. I've been in it.
Wa kuma yo lo defut. Kumba lo defut. Wax ma yo lo defut.
No, this is what it is. This is the same guy that I emotionally is the same guy. After I found out he had another side chick, I'm like, okay, this is what we doing. Like we can do that.
Okay.
So yeah, it's the same guy. I found out that he had a girl in America.
When you were in the UK.
When we were together, I was
the UK.
I was doing wife.
That's why they always say never do wife beauties
Before your time.
Before your time. Wait
You
until
see?
somebody marries you.
Wait.
Okay, ladies, wait until somebody marries you.
It's never too late, okay? Wait. I was cooking, cleaning, before I come back, food already. Beer inside fridge.
Pepe hanging anga again me lolo.
Man, I'm sure I remember.
Gisulo.
Hi.
Last but not least, because never have I ever said the first half of my teeth. Never have I ever been caught doing drugs.
I've never actually. I've never. I've done balloons. That's a drug. I'm gonna keep it as that. Actually, not caught. Caught by who?
Caught by either the police or your
Okay.
family.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you've been caught by the
Police,
police. Kumba yung nagban radical life nga neke one angal te rabo ko
No, do you know what it
understand.
is? This was actually in Nigeria. So, I've never said this story to anybody. So I'm not gonna start.
You will tell me after the show.
I will tell you after the show.
You know, but
yeah.
my listeners will be curious, like Kumba.
Well, this is it. Then you might have
And
to come back
audience.
another time. You know, when I'm back on the show. So you have to stay tuned. Okay? Well, I'm not telling you now.
On that note, before we wrap this segment of the Sip and Chat, I just want to ask Kumba, what are you working on right now? What do you want to tell the people before we wrap up?
Apart from the Nakala season 2, I am working on a series when I go back in England, which is called. They're gonna kill me now. I can't
That's what it is
remember.
called, or they're gonna kill you?
No, they're gonna kill me because I cannot remember what it's called.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but aside that, I am also fully hands-on on my dad's foundation. So the Senegambian Run is my next project for next year.
For
So
next
that's what
year.
I'm going to be doing. Going to Senegal for meetings with government, waiting for this new government to come in, and then whatever government's coming, and then having meetings to seal the deal so we can
Move forward.
and get things moving.
Any plans to have baby number 2?
Right, I've been having this kind of question for a while. When I'm ready, I'll be ready. Okay, that's it.
Don't keep the messenger. Anyway,
When I'm ready, I'll be ready.
thank you very
But
much.
I'm not ready now. Okay.
Just to remind you, your son is turning 6 next month. But at the end of the day, when you're ready, you're ready.
When I'm ready, I'm ready. We mentioned before, if you rewind, if you can stop now, pause it and rewind, like 5 minutes before. I said I'm only enjoying my husband now. You now want me to have another one.
So you can repeat the cycle.
Let
of
me
before.
enjoy him another 2 years. And then,
Okay.
By then everything, because the foundation just starting as well.
You have a lot on your plate
I have a lot
right
on
now.
my plate. If I have another child, everything my dad has worked for would kind of be on hold.
Until-
So I want that to have smooth running, and the benefit of having it in everything under one umbrella is I still have his contacts. So everything, I would allocate people what
To
to
do,
do.
okay.
And then even if I'm out on maternity leave, things are still going
Because they would have
smoothly.
been up and running.
Yeah,
about
for 2 years.
Okay. Makes
So,
sense.
yeah.
Makes sense.
So
makes
don't
sense.
don't worry. Everybody wants to see my number 2. She's coming.
She's coming. I like that.
It's a she.
It's a
After
she.
that one, nobody should ask me again. I bought you male, and I'm going to bring you a girl, and I'm done.
I like that. Thank you very much to this vibrant young lady who's so colorful, such a colorful personality on the show. This is the Sip and Chat with Kumba Gomez. My name is Fanta Ceesay. Thank you so much for watching. Until I come back your way again next Saturday, goodbye.